Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. As a veteran of Vietnam and Iraq, I understand that the boots on the ground are the closest to the truth in these situations. You know more about what happened in Benghazi than any bureaucrat or politician can. The fog of battle is easily blamed when mistakes are made at the highest level. Being caught between the political dictates of superiors in the chain of command and doing what is necessary to protect our citizens abroad is difficult. I understand the risk you've taken by showing up here today as well. Thank you for having the courage to testify before us. We are counting on you to reveal the truth about the failures of this government and to protect the men and women who served in Libya and how we can do a better job in the future. Mr. Thompson, earlier you mentioned that you hang out with some brave and honorable group. Are they Navy, Army, Air Force, Marines, or shallow water sailors?
All of the above.
All of the above. Can you tell me, according to recent—
I might add, sir,
yes, sir,
from the other agencies of government, too, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Intelligence Community, Department of Energy, Diplomatic Security is on the team.
And this is part of your special security force or
no,
team?
No, this is the interagency component of the Foreign Emergency Support Team.
They're all highly trained?
Very much so.
SWAT?
Well, we are not the operators. We are the facilitators and the people that bring the operation and coordinate all aspects of a response. So we're not the door kickers, is the some term of art these days. We are not door kickers.
Okay. So, but you share a common ethos, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Never leave anyone behind. Always watch your buddies 6 o'clock and lead by example. Was that a safe thing to say?
That would be a great summary.
Great. So, according to recent media reports, at least 15 special operators and highly skilled State Department security staff were available in Tripoli, but were not dispatched to aid Americans under attack in Benghazi. Why were these personnel not deployed to rescue the Americans in Benghazi?
I cannot answer that. I was not on the ground.
Mr. Hicks?
Yes.
I'm not sure that number is accurate. We did deploy people to Benghazi. The first team went with 7 members at midnight. The second team left at about 6:30 or 7 a.m. that morning. We could not deploy all of our security personnel because we still had about 55 diplomatic personnel in Tripoli that were under threat for attack.
Thank you very much. And I yield the rest of my time to the gentleman, Mr. Gowdy.
I thank the gentleman. Mr. Hicks, all right, we're going back to that email. You're on the distribution, and just so it's clear, Mr. Chairman, nothing would thrill me more than to release this email, and it's certainly not classified. We all had access to it. All you had to do was go downstairs in the basement and look through it. So I hope that my colleagues on the other side of the aisle will be as full-throated in calling for the State Department to release this evidence as they are when they're unhappy with us. So against that backdrop, this email was sent on September the 12th, and I want to read you a little quote from Ambassador Rice. Well, Jake, first of all, it's important to know that there's an FBI investigation that has begun. This is on September 16th, that has begun. It has not begun in Benghazi, has it?
No, it has not.
All right, and it will take some time to be completed. I was an average prosecutor, but I did it for a long time. So let me ask you this. Are you aware of any crime scene that has improved with time?
I'm not a criminal investigator, but...
All right, trust me when I tell you crime scenes do not get better with time. They're unsecured, which means people have access to them. They can walk through them. They can compromise the evidence. Would you agree with me that you would want to talk to witnesses as close to the event as you possibly can?
Seems reasonable.
Right, and you would want to search incidents as close to the time as you possibly can.
Again, seems reasonable.
Right, so Ambassador Rice is telling the media that the FBI investigation has begun when she's also talking about a video, and the reality is, and this is the point I want to drive home, the reality is it was a direct result of what she said that the Bureau did not get to Benghazi in a timely fashion. Is that true or is that not true?
That is my belief.
All right, you used the word immeasurable. that what she said was immeasurable in its damage. I want you to try to measure immeasurable. Tell me what you meant by that.
The FBI team was delayed. The Libyan government could not secure the compound. It was visited by numerous people. One of the items that was taken from the compound was Chris's diary, which, through the extraordinary efforts of David McFarland, we were able to retrieve and return back to the department. There were other documents that were published that another journalist managed to acquire while visiting the compound. So it made achieving the objective of getting the FBI to Benghazi very, very difficult, and the ability of them to achieve their mission more difficult.
I thank the gentleman.